In today's lesson, we're going to be solving systems by substitution. All right, example 1, how do I solve a linear system using substitution? Remember yesterday we learned about solving systems through graphing, and it's the point at which it intersects, because the solution to a linear system is an ordered pair that you can plug into both. It works. It's a solution for 2 or more equations. Well, today we're going to be doing this by using the substitution method. Step 1, you're going to solve one of the equations for one of its variables. Step 2, you're going to substitute the expression from step 1 into either equation and solve for the other variable. Step 3, you're going to substitute the value from step 2 into the revised equation from step 1 and solve. All right, let's see what all of this means. Today we're going to be solving them starting basically at step 2. All of ours will already have been solved for one of the variables. So what we're doing is we're substituting. Remember, when you substitute in a number, you are substituting it in the place of something. So for example, if I had something like x is equal to 5 and I have y is equal to 3x, I would be substituting in this 5 for the x. Y is equal to 3 times 5, and then I'd have y is equal to 15. So basically that's what we're doing, except for it's a little more complex equations than that. So let's take a look. What I have is y is equal to 6x, and I have 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 20. So what I'm going to do is I am saying that y is equal to 6x. I'm looking for the one where I've solved for one of its variables. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this 6x where I see the y. So I'm plugging in that whole value. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. I have 2x plus 3, and we're saying that y is 6x. And now that's going to be equal to negative 20. So now what I need to do is I need to simplify everything and then solve. So I have 2x plus 18x is equal to negative 20. 2x plus 18x is 20x is equal to negative 20. And now I just need to continue solving for that x. And x here is equal to negative 1. All right, so now remember, we said it's a coordinate, so it's an x and a y. So now what we're going to do is we're going to substitute that back into one of these equations. I could substitute it into either the y is equal to 6x, or I could substitute it back into the 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 20. Well, looking at the y is equal to 6x is a lot easier than the other equation. So I'm going to say that x is equal to negative 1, so y is equal to 6 times negative 1, and so y is equal to negative 6. And now once you have both the x and the y, the solution to this system, or the point, is negative 1, because that's my x, and negative 6, which is my y. So this is the solution to this system. And if I plugged in both points to both of those equations, like we did in the previous lesson, it would work for both. All right, let's take a look at this next one. We have x is equal to 4y plus 7. We have 2x minus 6y is equal to 12. Again, you have to have solved for one of the variables. You have to have one of the variables by itself, and we do here. We have this value right here. So what we're going to do is we're saying that x is equal to 4y plus 7. So I'm going to take this value right here, and I'm plugging it in where I see the x. And I'm going to have 2 times, again, I have 4y plus 7. This is my whole x, that whole value. And now I have to continue by finishing my problem. All right, so I've taken this and I've substituted it in for the x, and I have to then continue with the rest of the problem here. So now we're going to simplify, and then we're going to solve. So I have 8y plus 14 minus 6y is equal to 12. So I need to continue to simplify. All right, so I'm going to have 2y plus 14 is equal to 12 minus the 14. 2y is equal to negative 2, and so I divide, and y is going to be equal to -1. All right, so we have our y. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to, you can take either one of the equations, it doesn't matter. But the x is equal to 4y plus 7. That is going to be an easier option, so I'm going to plug in the -1 right here. So I have x is equal to 4 times -1 plus 7, and x is going to be equal to then 3. All right, so I have a point. So remember, it's the solution to a system is a point, it's a coordinate. It's 3 then -1, because on the graph, where is it going to lie? So let's just double check our answer. So if I said x is 3 and y is equal to -1, let's just double check. If I have is x and then times -1, so 4 times -1 is -4 plus 7, is that equal to 3? Yes. All right, let's plug it in here too. 3 and -1. All right, so 2 times 3 is 6 minus 6 times -1 is going to be plus 6. Is that equal to 12? Yes, 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So you know that the solution to the system is the point 3, -1. All right, for our next one, we have y is equal to 2x minus 11, and we have y is equal to x minus 8. Well, in this case, both of them are solved for the variable. But, so I'm saying that y is equal to this. So if I say y is equal to this, I can still plug it in. It's just going to go on the one side. So I have 2x minus 11 is equal to x minus 8. All right, so let's simplify. Remember, start with your variables first. So I have x minus 11 is equal to -8. I'm going to add my 11. And we have x is equal to then 3. All right, so we've got our x. Now we need to have our y. Now, it doesn't matter which one you're going to plug it into. I'm just going to take this one because that looks simpler. Y is equal to x minus 8. Y is equal to then x we're saying is 3 minus 8. So y will be equal to -5. All right, so then the point at which it intersects is going to be 3, -5. And again, you can go back up and double check it. It's easy to make mistakes here. So is -5 equal to 2 times, what's that? What do we say x is 3? So is 6 minus 11 equal to -5? Yes. You might want to check the other one. Is -5 equal to 3 minus 8? And 3 minus 8 is equal to -5. So you do know that you've got the correct solution. So our solution to this one is 3, -5. All right, so for our last example, it says, at a local gym, you can either pay $90 for a monthly pass, then pay $4 for each time you decide to go to the gym, or pay $13 for each time you go to the gym. Write and solve the system to determine how many times you would need to attend the gym in the month for the monthly pass to equal paying each time you go. So we have two situations here. You can either pay $90 plus 4 times every time you go to the gym, or you can just pay $13 every time you go. All right, so now it wants us to solve the system, and since we're solving the system using the substitution method, we're going to substitute this in. I'm going to take this 13x and I'm going to plug it in right here. It doesn't matter, I could have taken the 90 plus 4x and plugged in for the other y. Either way, have the y is equal to the y part. So I have 13x is equal to 90 plus 4x. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to combine our variables. And I have 9x is equal to 90, and x is going to be equal to then 10. All right, so when x is equal to 10, Let's find out what y is. So I'm just going to come back over here. I'm going to take, so our x is equal to 10, so that's the number of times. And I can plug that in, and my y I can solve for that is 13 times 10, and that would give me y is equal to $130. So what it asks, so let's take a look at what they're asking us. It says how many months you would attend or to go to the gym for them to be equal. So after going 10 times, this is the number of months. After going 10 times, you will pay the same amount as if you had bought in the membership or not bought in the membership. Now, let's say that you go more than 10 times. Well, at that time, then you'd know that you'd be saving some money. But let's say you just decided you wanted to go to the gym 2 times a month. Well, then you'd be paying a lot less than that total of $130. So after 10 months, they will be equal. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to solve linear systems by substituting.